welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
And today we're going to be talking about something that I've been thinking about in my real life for a while, going on a trip.
Where are you planning to go?
Where am I planning to go? I don't know yet, so maybe I should ask you. Do you have a favorite place you're going to be going in the near future?
You know what? I've been really wanting to go to Canada.
Good.
Because
Why?
I have a friend there and I
okay.
miss her and I wanted to go like have a nature time there, you know, take a break. And she said it's the only time where it's nice in Canada is over the summer.
Okay.
So maybe in the summer, you know?
Okay, where does she live in Canada?
She lives in Vancouver.
Oh, okay. Well, you could go there in the winter. It will be cold, but not covered in snow.
Okay.
And if you want to ski, you can drive up to the mountains in an hour or two. But yes, other parts of Canada, or just Canada in general, in December, January.
It's like dreary, right?
But yeah, if you go in July, something like that, in the
Yeah?
summer, Vancouver is no skiing, but you can go mountain climbing, you can go out on
to
the
like
water.
creeks.
You can go to all sorts of places.
Hikes.
That's a great idea. Well, I have two choices for me. I could either go to Thailand soon with my wife.
Okay.
She's going there for her work. Or Japan in the spring.
Japan in the spring sounds amazing.
Yeah, but if I
Cherry
go to
blossom.
Thailand, I can learn how to scuba dive.
Ooh,
and
that's
something
nice,
I've always
too.
wanted to do.
Get that certification.
Right, if I go to
Yeah.
Thailand in the summer, it might be too hot. But you're right.
Yeah.
Japan in April,
Yeah,
it's cool. I can go
yeah.
hiking in the mountains.
Oh.
It's a tough choice.
It's a
So I'm going to
tough
have to be
choice.
thinking about that, and we're all going to have to making lists because there are things to do before we can go on a trip. And that's why the first part of our article is called Preparing for a Trip. Let's get to it. Brett is using his computer. Alana looks at the screen.
Are you thinking of traveling abroad?
Yes, I want to go to Europe next summer. It will be my first trip abroad by myself.
That sounds amazing. Make sure you have a valid passport.
Oh, I'll need to apply for a new one then. How long does it take?
It usually takes 2 weeks, so apply early to avoid any rush.
Do I need any documents?
Yes, you'll need to fill out a form and bring 2 photos, as well as your national ID card.
Thanks for the info. I'll get my documents in order and apply as soon as I can.
Okay, preparing for a trip, and this is part 1. And for part 1, we also have this part, section 1, maybe, chapter 1, applying for a passport. Yes, unless you only plan to travel in Taiwan or in your home country, you need a passport, right? If you want to go to any other country. So what's happening here? It says Brett is using his computer. Alana looks at the screen. Why is she spying on him?
Maybe she's helping him.
Well, maybe she's helping him. Anyways, she begins the dialogue.
Alana says, are you thinking of traveling abroad? What are you doing? I want to go.
So she can see that he's doing something about traveling, holidays, hotel. Maybe he's buying an airplane ticket, something like that. And he says, yes, thank you for spying on me, Alana. Yes, he says, I want to go to Europe next summer. Great choice. It will be my first trip abroad by myself.
Ooh,
wow, that's
exciting.
a great life experience, a great, thing to go through in your life. Traveling to a foreign country or foreign countries in a place like Europe.
Alone.
All by yourself.
Alana says, that sounds amazing. Make sure you have a valid passport. That's right. We have to check out those dates. But it is amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. Something amazing is wonderful, incredible, fantastic, super, awesome, tremendous, terrific. It's really, really good. That's all it means. It could be something that totally makes you kind of question your own mind. Is this real what I'm seeing? A dragon rising out of the mountain with fire? Or it's just like, that hamburger was amazing. It was really, really good. It was just a hamburger, but it was really good or really impressive or really wonderful. For example, the movie was truly amazing. You have to go see it. 2 thumbs up. 5 stars out of 5. Really good.
But Brett can't go. Brett needs something first.
Oh yeah, that's right. He needs a valid passport, but he doesn't have one. He says, oh, I'll need to apply for a new one then. All right, so he has a passport, but it is running out of time. It will be expired. You know, on a passport, they usually say when you get it and how long you can use it, and then when you can stop using it or when you must stop using it. Usually it's about 10 years.
Oh, okay.
I think when you get one, you can use it for 10 years. And then because your face changes and sometimes the book gets full, right? You have to get a new one and you have to apply for a new one. And yeah, it's not quite as easy as just going to pay your bills at the 7-Eleven.
It takes a while too.
It does. You got to send it into the government. They got to check it out. Maybe a couple weeks. He says, how long does it take? So it's, again, something you don't want to do like the night before you have to be on an airplane.
Yeah, that's right. You can't. Alana says it usually takes 2 weeks, so apply early to avoid any rush.
True. And if you wait until like the beginning of the summer, when everyone else is getting a passport, it might take longer. So I would do it at least 6 months before.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because you don't want to be in a rush. So if we're saying in a rush, that rush is going to be a noun. I can also say I'm rushed. That would be a verb. That means everything's happening so fast. A rush is like whoosh. Everything's happening all at once. It's very sudden. You're running around. You're not slow. You're in a rush or you're feeling rushed. And feeling rushed isn't really good because you want to be able to just be calm with everything you do so that you don't feel so nervous. I was in a rush to catch the bus this morning. Well, that means I would have been running late, and that's not a good feeling.
A rush is kind of like that word, a hurry. I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to eat breakfast. I'm in a rush. I might miss my bus. All right, so back to Brett. This is about applying for his new passport. He kind of wants to know what he needs. He says, do I need any documents?
Good question.
In some places, you might need a birth certificate. You might need your old passport.
Oh, yeah, that's
right.
You
might need pictures. And they also might have a form that you fill out with your name, birth date, address, all the information about you. So paperwork and other things, for example. And Alana says,
Yes, you'll need to fill out a form and bring 2 photos as well as your national ID card.
Oh, that's true. Here we have ID cards. In other countries, you might need your birth certificate or a driver's license or something like that. All right, back to Brett. He says, thanks for the info. Thanks for the useful, helpful information. I'll get my documents in order and apply as soon as I can. When he says in order here, it just means organized. I'll get all those together, probably put them in an envelope, take them or send them by mail to somewhere, and then he just waits until he gets it back, hopefully in a couple of weeks. And we will see you back here, not in a couple of weeks, but in a couple of minutes. So no documents required. Just get back here. Part 2 is coming up.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这次的绘画是关于旅游行前准备。在第一部分的对话里 ，Brett 提到他明年夏天想要去欧洲，这将会是他第一次独自出国旅行。Alana 觉得这听起来很棒诶。那他也提醒 Brett 要确认护照的效期。Brett 说他得要申请一本新的了，那么申请通常会需要2周。Alana 就建议他要早一点申请，避免匆忙。那至于要准备的文件 ，Alana 说是需要填一份表格，要带2张照片，还有国民身份证。 Mike 老师提到说，有些地方啊会需要准备出生证明，我们就可以用 birth certificate 来指出生证明。那么课文单字 amazing， 它是形容非常好的、令人称奇的、惊人的。老师也有提到几个意思相近的单字，像 incredible incredible， 那它是形容极好的、令人难以置信的或是惊人的。还有提到 awesome，awesome， 那它是形容令人赞叹的、非常棒的。再看到 rush， 它当名词表示匆忙、仓促，它也可以当动词来表达仓促行事或是急忙的做某事。那么补充单字 valid， 它是形容有效的、有法律效力的。这时候 Mike 老师他有用到 expire 这个字 expire， 它可以表达期限到期、期满了。那么我们用它的过去分词 expired 可以描述说是过期的、失效的。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。我们来看这个重点是 apply for， 它表示申请，尤其是透过书面形式来正式申请请求。像我们可以说 apply for a passport， 申请护照 ；apply for college， 申请大学入学许可。Apply for membership 是申请会员资格，还有 apply for a job 表示应征工作等等。举例来说 ，dozens of people applied for the position， 有几十个人申请那个职缺。那补充一下 ，apply to 加名词则是表达向某个机关、单位等等来申请应征，所以我们就可以用 apply to 加上单位机构。for 名词来表达说向某个单位机构来申请某事务，例如 They applied to the bank for a loan， 他们向银行申请贷款。好，继续回到课文中。
Alana and Brett are talking about Brett's trip.
You should get a good carry-on for your trip.
Yes, I've already started shopping for one. I need one that has easy access, so I'm looking for one with a front opening.
That's a good call. A front opening makes it convenient to access your stuff.
Do you know the standard size that is allowed on planes?
Most airlines allow carry-ons with a maximum size of 56 by 36 by 23 centimeters. But you should check your airline's rules to be sure.
Good to know. I'll keep an eye out for a carry-on that is the right size and has a front pocket for easy access.
Hello everyone, we're back with part 2. So Brett has applied for his passport. Let's just hope and assume it's going to come back and everything will be fine. It seems that he is assuming that he will get his passport soon because he's already, part 2, buying carry-on luggage. You wouldn't do this if you were afraid that you won't get on the plane. You would do this when you're sure you're going to get on the plane because you already have all the stuff you need to travel with. So what is happening here? Alana and Brett are talking about Brett's trip. Still discussing his big holiday.
Exciting.
Yes.
And Alana, again, is very helpful. You should get a good carry-on for your trip. That's very important because oftentimes if it's just a short trip, you don't want to go through the hassle of like checking your luggage in. It's so much faster when you just have it with you. You can put it on the plane. So you have to have a special size, a small size that's called a carry-on.
There you go. And of course, Brett could be traveling for months in Europe this summer. But remember, he was going to be traveling alone.
Yeah.
So if you're traveling with other people, you can have help lifting a heavy, big suitcase. If you have to rent a taxi for your suitcase, you can share it with other people. But if you're alone, being able to carry all your stuff by yourself will make your life easier and cheaper. You don't need the taxi. You can take a bus or a train. You can carry it onto a boat, all that kind of stuff. Or you can even carry it with you instead of leaving it in your hotel room. So Brett says, yes, I've already started shopping for one. A good, big, but still small enough to carry suitcase that he can carry onto the plane. This is bring into the plane with you, not put under the plane or you have to wait for it afterwards. He doesn't want that. He says, I need one that has easy access, so I'm looking for one with a front opening. He doesn't want to be digging around there to get a sweater out on a cold night. He wants it easy to pack and unpack and easy to find things no matter where he is. That's very smart.
Alana says that that's a good call. That means what a good idea or good for you. You're right about that. A front opening makes it convenient to access your stuff, like your laptop, your charger. You don't have to open it up in the middle of the floor, so you can get to your stuff more easily.
Yeah, a lot of those backpacks that you might carry like that are big, they open on the top.
Yeah.
And often the things that are down at the bottom, it's impossible to get them. You can't see down there. You got to pull all your stuff out, and then you'll be able to find it. What is your stuff? It's your things. Your dongxi. That's right. When we don't want to name all of the things that we have, but it all belongs to us or in a certain place. Hey, that's my stuff. Can you put my stuff over there? Don't touch my stuff. Who moved my stuff? This is my stuff. That's your stuff. I don't have to say my sports equipment, my clothes, my school equipment, anything like that. I just say stuff. But remember, stuff is always multiple, many things. You don't have one stuff and many stuffs. It's just stuff because it's more than one. For example, let's clear out the old stuff from the basement to make space for my new desk, where I'll put all my new stuff. So yes, we're talking about the stuff that he might put in his carry-on bag, but the size of your carry-on bag is important. As he asks, do you know the standard size that is allowed on planes? That's right. You can't bring a giant suitcase and put it up above you or put it under a seat on a plane. It's got to be a certain size. You can check at the airport, but that doesn't help you when you're buying the bag at a store.
Yeah, Alana knows the rules. She says most airlines allow carry-ons with a maximum size of 56 times 36 times 23 centimeters. So you've got to really measure, and they have those, there's like a box at the airport. You could put your suitcase in there to see if it fits the requirements.
That's right.
But you should check your airline's rules to be sure, because the rules could vary. It could be a bit different for each airline. The airline is the company that built the plane or that runs the plane that you will be on. For example, in Taiwan, we have EVA. In America, we have like Northwestern. Different airlines, you buy the ticket there, you get on their plane, everybody wears different clothing. So these airlines are who you buy your ticket from. She works for a major airline, so she has to travel a lot. So big airlines, we've got flights everywhere, domestic, international. Smaller airlines, maybe just a few planes locally every day.
All right, so good to know. He says those numbers are useful. He might want to write them down. Maybe also where he buys the bag, they'll tell you this is carry-on size or something. So they might give you a clue, but it's good to know. I'll keep an eye out for a carry-on that is the right size and has a front pocket for easy access. Then he can easily get it on any plane, and if he wants to get his passport out or some clothes, it's not too hard. He has that front pocket for easy access. There you go. Some really good tips so far. I think I've learned something. I'm going to write those numbers down.
Oh yeah, for carry-on.
Next time
for your Thailand trip.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to have a big suitcase.
You don't need one.
Drag through Thailand. I'm going to put it on my back. Good tip. All right, guys, we're going to have more for you tomorrow, so don't go far, don't travel yet. We're going to be back with more great travel tips. See you then.
第二部分的对话是关于购买登机箱，我们可以用 carry-on luggage 或者是用 carry-on 来指随身行李或是手提行李。那么 Rainbow 老师刚刚聊到说，如果是短程旅行，可能只需要带登机箱，就不用托运行李，可以省去麻烦。那老师说的 hassle hassle 就表示麻烦，是个名词。好，那对话里面的 Brett 说他需要方便取用的登机箱，所以他在找那种前开式的，方便拿东西。那么 Alana 提醒他，大多数的航空公司允许的登机箱最大尺寸是56×36×23公分的。不过 Brett 还是要确认他订的航空公司自己的规定。那么单字 stuff 它是泛指物品、东西，注意 stuff 是不可数名词哦。那么 airline 它表示航空公司。Mike 老师则提到，使用前开式行李，你要打包或是取出东西都很方便。这时候老师有用到 unpack， 在 pack 前面加上 un 这个否定字首，就可以表达打开行李，或者是从你的箱子啊、包包里面取出东西。好，那么以上就是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Brett is using his computer. Alana looks at the screen.
Are you thinking of traveling abroad?
Yes, I want to go to Europe next summer. It will be my first trip abroad by myself.
That sounds amazing. Make sure you have a valid passport.
Oh, I'll need to apply for a new one then. How long does it take?
It usually takes 2 weeks, so apply early to avoid any rush.
Do I need any documents?
Yes, you'll need to fill out a form and bring 2 photos, as well as your national ID card.
Thanks for the info. I'll get my documents in order and apply as soon as I can.
Alana and Brett are talking about Brett's trip.
You should get a good carry-on for your trip.
Yes, I've already started shopping for one. I need one that has easy access, so I'm looking for one with a front opening.
That's a good call. A front opening makes it convenient to access your stuff.
Do you know the standard size that is allowed on planes?
Most airlines allow carry-ons with a maximum size of 56×36×23 centimeters. But you should check your airline's rules to be sure.
Good to know. I'll keep an eye out for a carry-on that is the right size and has a front pocket for easy access.
Hey, it's KiWi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
It's a beautiful day to work on our pronunciations.
Let's use it and go and make some new friends. So the game we're going to play today is pronunciation. So I have some sentences. Okay, 我有一些句子，然后呢，你就帮我读出来，然后发音。Okay, so let's begin.
I felt a sharp pain.
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 Very good. I felt a sharp pain. Good. Okay, next one.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's
going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain. Good job.
This is my brother's toy plane. This is my brother's toy plane.
This is my brother's toy plane.
This is my brother's toy plane.
This is my brother's toy plane.
This is my brother's toy plane.
Very good. This is my brother's toy plane. 那我们今天学到了什么呢? Welcome to today's pronunciation. Our first sentence is, I felt a sharp pain. If we look at the word sharp, we will see an AR sound. And here is where we open our mouth for an ah sound. Okay, you will feel a little bit of tightness in your jaw. So it's arp. Okay, with the R we close our mouth, so it's arp, kind of like the letter R. Okay, so just like the musical instrument, harp, sharp, harp. I felt a sharp pain. So our next sentence is, it's going to rain. Here, if we focus on the word rain, we see an AI, kind of like an AY sound. So it's A, like day. But here it's rain or drain, like in a sink. Okay, so it's going to rain. So our last sentence, this is my brother's toy plane. Okay, here if we focus on the word plane, it sounds similar to pain and rain. but instead of an AI, you will see an ANE. So your mouth will smile a little bit, plane, okay? So this is my brother's toy plane. And that's all we have for today. KiWi later.